to the tweet.
I know. I got one. I don't think Radell's gonna like this though.
Okay.
So, well, a lot of anime podcasts, I feel like they like steer away from these, and like I feel like there's a lot of good, solid animes. Well, when it comes to anime, fan service is a big part. Is a big part of a lot of animes, and like
Easy there, bud. Easy there, blood. All
well,
right.
Randall, like when we were talking last episode
Conversation is
about
not lit.
about Blue
J.
Samurai.
Rod.
No, when we were talking last week about Blue Samurai, even though like some of the fan service was wild, we also know like those fight scenes were going crazy, like stupid crazy.
Shout
And
out
a
High
lot
School
of
of the Dead
a lot of
for
these
life.
shows with fan service have actually really good storylines and plots, and probably do a lot better than some of these shows that people like. And I just feel like they don't get a lot of recognition. They don't get put in some conversations that others do. So like I just want to shout out a few. Like I'm sorry, Food Wars has like 5 seasons. Now, is it wild with the fan service? Yes, but I'm sorry, like a lot of animes don't have like in terms of popularity, it's probably like top 30 all time if you really think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Another one would be like High School DxD. We all know it's an entertaining story. High School of the Dead, Freezing. If you haven't seen Freezing, like it's actually a good lore, good premise, good storyline. Does stuff happen when they fight? Yes, but at the same time, diversity in powers, government secrets, diversity in terms of enemies. Rosario Vampire, I feel like got like ruined by its fan service because if you actually read the manga, like some of the best panels back when I like first started reading anime was in Rosario Vampire. Like Ty, eventually I have to send you some of these panels because like some of the artwork is actually insane. But like when you go to the anime, like they just like turned up the fan service times 1,000, so it was like more fan service than like the actual story that was going on. But still, like Rosario Vampire, like in terms of the actual story, was one of my favorites. Iken Tosen has like a few video games, has 5 seasons and a spinoff. I've never heard nobody in an anime podcast talk about Iken Tosen. I think has like over like 20, 30 volumes, 2 video games, a movie. No one talks about it. Yeah. Now, is like the fan service in it over the top? Yes, but like in terms of the lore, it's like people like generals from like Japanese lore, stuff like that, like things you would see like Dynasty Warriors, like they all basically got reincarnated in different schools, different factions. So it's actually like it's a pretty deep show when you actually get into the lore. Like, oh, like, and they go based off history, like, oh, this general beat this general in the past. Can they overcome it in this reincarnated life? Things like that. So people are trying to like defy fate. So a lot of these shows don't get recognition, but if you just like a decent time, you don't mind fan service. Like these are a lot of shows that people should be watching or having in the background or like at least paying attention to.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't get fan service. I'll be honest, I don't get the extra appeal of fan service.
You just not the type of guys, man.
You're just not a man of culture, man. That's
No.
You gotta appreciate it, brother.
I appreciate if it's trying to get me horny, then I'll be doing something else.
Hey, that means you have no self-control. Look at Todd. That means you just have no self-control.
No.
I just say like don't let fan service get in the way of an actual good story.
Okay,
that's how I feel about it.
If it's not getting you horny, what is the point of fan service?
It's a part of the Japanese culture. It's a part of anime.
Okay,
it's like one of the best new gens, but it has a lot of fan service. It does.
I think we get into some weird territory, but
it's just the truth. I'm just telling the truth.
You're right. You're right. You know,
like I said, this is a topic a lot of people don't like discussing. But I'm saying like fan service is a part of the anime culture, and I don't feel like it should get in the way of like people actually reading a good story.
No, that's fine. Watch what you watch.
I think it's fair if people say it's just not their taste. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a part of anime. You know, it's just how you use it. If it's just like bad, like Tamaki or from Fire Force,
name me a story that doesn't have fan service in some way.
Yeah, but like American media has fan service.
They do too. They go crazy.
I stand by the Hunger Games. There's no fan service in the Hunger Games.
I watched like the first movie. I don't really remember what happened.
Yeah, I watched the first.
I mean, not the Hunger Games. I mean, Game of Thrones.
I never watched Game of Thrones, so can't speak on it.
That's a damn shame.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
kind of
only up to like season 4. Then you can.
Yeah,
You
I
can
just feel like
I don't think that Sakamoto Days has had any fan service yet.
I'll say this, Ty.
Um,
Ty, the minute it gets an
no,
anime adaptation, there's definitely gonna be a lot of fans.
that
Really?
one girl.
Based on who?
The
one girl.
studio will make some fans.
Which
No, they're not
studio?
gonna do extra stuff random.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say gonna do, but they'll definitely find a way to put it in there. Though.
Ty, the closest I would give you is one of the more recent girls that was introduced. Like she doesn't wear like
You talking about the girl that fights the guy in the order with like the metal?
yeah him.
Well, I think her outfit is I wouldn't consider that fan service because the way it's portrayed. Like she does have shorts, but you don't really see her in poses that are like suggestive though.
No, I agree.
I
I'm just
don't
saying it's
really
like
think that's-
probably the closest you'll get. But overall, I'm
Yeah,
with you.
I don't think Sakamoto Days really has any fan service in that
Yeah.
way. At least.
I just feel like it's a part of all media, but like it just gets overhyped in anime when like it is like in a lot of other forms of media and books and
That's
stuff
true.
like that. So
I
My
mean,
boy
there's
Lani
gonna
wants
be
y'all to know it's
situations
overblown.
because
All right, it's overblown.
when
He's
fan
tired of
service fan service goes too far, I'm definitely like,
a good
He's
story. is a
tired
good
of
story.
it.
hey, one thing I will say, anime, what they do, so I'll give this to you, random. Every anime needs that beach episodes. They need that beach episode.
Yo,
Which
No
is
That's
matter
fan
what it
service.
is, they need that
Which is so
beach
weird.
episode.
That some of them
That is
like
fan
look.
service. They need that beach
But also
episode.
it's
I'm
not.
like sometimes
I
I'm
think the
like
beach
this is we don't
episode-
have time to go to the beach with this story right now,
You
bro.
know
What
it
are
is,
we
though?
doing here?
It's not that I don't think the beach episodes are loved because they're fan service. I think they're loved because of like the comedic interactions that come with those episodes.
yeah.
Like typically characters that you think may have a thing going, they're gonna interact in a socially awkward way that'd be funny.
Oh, for sure.
To be
So-
fair, Lani, in the
Combination
newest
of the two, I'd
episode
say.
of Eminence and Shadow, it wasn't technically at the beach, but it was a beach episode. They were just at a water park that
And
they
then
made.
the entire anime is fan service.
It really isn't though.
It really is not.
Isn't.
It really is
It's a
not.
waste of
Or
time to
how-
watch, honestly.
Well, I keep
I
talking
mean,
about
I feel like I think it's top 4 right now in terms of animes this season. in
No,
terms
they
of
don't like
polls
facts.
and
They just
everything,
hey,
so-
Lani,
top 4.
I'm talking in terms of polls and
Yeah,
polls
Lani,
and views. It's top 4.
Lonnie, remember, they
That's not
just
saying
disagree.
much.
They just disagree. It's all right. They don't. They just
Hey, it
disagree.
is what it is. It is
So
what
we have
it is.
Free Ring, JJK, and then like Eminence and Shadows right there, along with like Spy Family. But that's
Some Ruin of
nothing.
Kingdom is up there too.
Kingdom
I
of
don't know
Ruin.
what
Yeah,
it's about.
Kingdom of Ruin.
Kingdom of
It's in the
Ruin.
top 5, but it's all right. They
It's in
just
the top
disagree.
5.
Everybody, hey, J Rob, everybody else is just wrong. It's all right. Everybody else is just wrong.
That's possible. Sounds
That's
good
possible though, honestly.
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds good to me.
No problem with your boy here, man. Y'all do be wrong. And we be right.
Facts, actually. Hey, that's what we're here for. That's what
I did want to say
podcast is.
Kingdom of Ruin has like actually impressed me though. Like I didn't think it was going to be as good as it was.
Is it better than Free Run?
No.
No.
I don't know why it's above Free Run. That's crazy.
I think Free Run's number 2, isn't it?
I feel like Kingdom of Ruin did take a lot of things from Attack on Titan, like a lot of themes, like, and they just do it a lot earlier. And I'm just like,
So they copy.
yeah, I was like, oh, that's some Aaron shit. Oh, that's some Rumble. Like,
Man.
that's what's like, okay.
To be fair,
I get
Man.
inspired by the goat.
I understand why he's like, you know what?
No,
Fuck
I'm
every
with him.
human
I'm
out.
rocking with him. He's unhinged. But like one thing that they do really well is that every episode ends on a really good cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So they
Oh,
have
I can't wait to binge it. I will say